What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dollar Mike and I'm back at it again with another video. If you couldn't tell by the title, you can already know what we're talking about again today. Some more dividend stuff. Today we're going to be talking about some great stocks that pick up that's under $40 per share right now. Great time to go ahead and pick up some of these dividend stocks that I think personally will stand the test of time, at least for the next 5 to 10 years. I think they're great investments. So I'm not going to waste too much time. Let's talk about the first stock. Let's get right into the video. I'll be mentioning 3 different stocks today, so let's go ahead and get it started with the first stock. And I kind of sort of cheated on the first stock. It actually is a little bit over $40 by just by a couple of cents though. It's about $40.65 right now, and that stock stands for, or the stock ticker symbol is WBA or Walgreens. At that $40.65 price point, I honestly think Walgreens stock is a steal right now. The dividend yield on Walgreens right now is about 4.71%, and honestly, I don't think the stock price is going to jump too much. It'll probably be a little bit less than $40 or a little bit more than $40 by the time this video comes out, which should be a couple of days. Either way, with Walgreens, I actually made a full-blown video going over Walgreens and pretty much their main and number one competitor, CVS, not too long ago, so check that video out, but I'll be regurgitating some of that information here today. Ticker symbol WBA or Walgreens has over 18,000 locations across the entire world. About half of those locations are here in the US, about 9,000, and then the other 9,000, like I said before, are all international, all across the world in different locations. So they reach a lot of people overall with their retail pharmacy business. Like I said, their only main competitor right now is CVS. Well, you'll receive a quarterly dividend from Walgreens stock, meaning you'll get paid out about 4 times throughout the entire year, every single year, as long as Walgreens pretty much has been consistently paying out that stock. That stock will get you about 48 cents per share on every dividend payout. On top of that, Walgreens has consecutively paid out or pretty much increased that dividend for over 47 years straight. So they're pushing that dividend king status of 50 years, which is absolutely insane. It's absolutely wonderful. We love to see it from the dividend companies that's going to consistently pay us out. On top of that, increase their dividend over time. And of course, they can of course pay that dividend out as well. It doesn't hurt them when it comes to their financials, which is also a very good thing. Either way, like I mentioned, their only real competitor is CVS, and honestly, both of them are pushing for the same type of thing. Both of them are pushing for a full-blown healthcare, health focus for the customers. So Walgreens has been making some big investments to do that going forward in the future, and I'm pretty excited to see just that. They've invested into Village Medical to overall be a new type of urgent care for Walgreens in the situation where you would go to Village Medical to deal with your overall urgent care needs. Maybe you got a sprained ankle or something, you need some meds and stuff for that. Go to Village Medical, they check you out, they tell you, yeah, you need meds for this, some painkillers, all that kind of good stuff. And then right next door or pretty close to it or adjacent or whatever, you go into Walgreens and go and pick up that prescription to go ahead and take home with you. This pretty much saves you time from going to the doctor. Of course, it saves you time from going to the hospital, and of course money as well, because the hospital in the US is absolutely insane and you never want to go there unless you really have to. You got to be dying. I'm telling you got to be dying to go to the hospital in the US. And even still, you might be waiting. You could be bleeding out. You might be waiting. We're weird over here, if you guys don't know it, over in other countries. But on top of that, they've invested into CareCentrix as well. This is overall a remote health platform to overall, of course, help with your remote health. So instead of you going to the doctor to handle certain things, maybe you can handle that over a video chat or whatever you need to do, talk to your doctor for whatever reason. They've invested into that industry on top of investing into a couple of other ones. Of course, all of these investments are being done to make Walgreens your one-stop shop and service to pretty much get all your healthcare needs done in a affordable way and just as fast as possible, because nobody wants to deal with that. Nobody likes being hurt or injured or sick or anything like that. So the better way we can handle all that and make it affordable, then that's best for us as the consumer, and of course profitable for Walgreens. It has to be profitable, otherwise they wouldn't even bother making some type of crazy investment like this. So that's Walgreens stock. I think it's a great buy right now. Anything under $40, I honestly think is a steal of a price. Over $40, I would try to just get into it. If you see Walgreens jump to 43, 44, 45, I think it can definitely come back down before it rises back up in the long term. So anything under $40, I highly recommend you grab Walgreens at. But of course, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't tell you to go ahead and buy this stock. This is what I personally believe I think I'm going to buy it at and what I recommend for myself, pretty much. So just saying that, putting it out there, you know, it's in the description as well, but you got to say it because people are weird, bro. Either way, that is Walgreens stock. Let's push on over to the second stock, which I like a lot right now, even more than Walgreens right now, and that is ticker symbol ALLY or Ally Financial, or pretty much Ally Bank. Honestly, the entire banking or financial industry over the first half of this year has been pretty bad, and we can obviously see that from everything going on outside. And obviously that's the reason why most of those stocks are down. Most of those big name banks are down. JP Morgan's down like 40% on the year, something crazy like that. By the way, that's in my portfolio as well. But this one, JP Morgan isn't under $40, but this one is. Ally Financial right now is sitting at about $35.81. The market cap for Ally Financial right now is about $11 billion. They have over 10 million customers, and they are the #1 largest all digital bank. If you guys have never heard of Ally Bank or Ally Financial, that's probably why. They're an only online bank, which I personally think is a great idea. I personally have been using Ally Financial, and I've saved my money or some of my money with Ally Bank because #1, there's no fees, which is great because those big name banks like Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, they charge you fees, and on top of those fees they charge you, you basically get no interest on your savings accounts. Ally Financial is going to give you a decent interest rate. It might not be the best, but it's better than anything that the other banks have to offer you. And of course, they offer other services by just being an online bank. They save so much money by just being an online bank because they don't have to have any brick and mortar locations, no physical locations whatsoever, but you can still, get a debit card and go use pretty much any other bank and get free withdrawals as well. So honestly, this is the best bet for honestly most people when it comes to just having a secondary bank, maybe or maybe a third primary bank, anything like that. On top of that, as of recording this video, Ally pays about a 3.21% dividend yield, and that is about a 30 cents per share payout every single quarter. So like I said before, with the quarter, you're going to pay one time each quarter, or about 4 times throughout the entire year. So with that dividend, I think it's a pretty solid dividend. I think it's a pretty solid price, and it's heavily discounted right now, just like most of the financial stocks in the financial industry. On top of that, like I mentioned before, they are all digital banks. So they handle everything banking like a normal bank would: savings accounts, checkings accounts, auto loans, home loans, insurance, credit cards. On top of that, of course, they're still covered. They're still financially stable. There's no issues with this bank at all from what I see from the recent earnings report that they just had, and just looking at some of the past financial reports as well. And #1, I also did not notice that they were #1 as the #1 prime auto lender with over 22,000 auto dealerships. So I thought that was a pretty cool fact. I just wanted to toss it in this video. So Ally Financial, honestly, I think it's a steal to get it at this price right now. I think most financial stocks are pretty good to go ahead and grab right now. And I'll be buying more Ally Financial for my portfolio literally next week because I'm going to sell some stuff and I'm going to grab some more of that. But the third and final stock that I want to mention today has been on my portfolio for a little bit of time now. I've recommended it to most people. I think it's a pretty solid investment, and I personally like it as well. And that is known as ticker symbol STAG, Stag Industrial. Stag Industrial has a current dividend yield of about 4.21%, and this one's a little bit different. This one's going to pay you every single month. This is a monthly paying dividend stock. We love to see it. This is also a real estate investment trust. If you guys don't know what that means, pretty much they own a whole bunch of different real estate. They rent that real estate out, and they rent it out to their clients. They make income from all that real estate they receive, and then we receive a little bit of a kickback in the form of a dividend. When it comes to that, they actually do industrial real estate, and that industrial real estate is warehouses. So their largest customers are actually customers like Amazon, customers like FedEx, and Iron Mountain. If you guys don't know what Amazon is, I don't know where you've been, but you should find out what Amazon is. When it comes to FedEx, same kind of thing. They ship a lot of packages. And Iron Mountain, you might not actually know, but pretty much they handle a lot of different financial documents, a lot of actual storage when it comes to just paper products, as far as I know. I'm not too educated on Iron Mountain, but that's what I think they pretty much do. Let me know if I'm wrong down in the comment section below, so don't quote me on any of that. But either way, super big name customers. Iron Mountain is definitely a big name. And of course, Amazon and FedEx are huge companies that will probably be around for a very long time. Of course, all three of these companies and more that's a part of their portfolio need warehouse space to facilitate all the transactions and shipping and whatever, packaging, anything they need their warehouse space. Amazon needs it, FedEx needs it, and of course Iron Mountain needs it, and like I said, all their other customers need it as well. If they don't have that warehouse space, they can't do their job. And simply put, Stag Industrial buys all those warehouses up, or they'll buy the land and build one up and pretty much go ahead and rent these spaces out to those clients. After checking the last quarterly report, they are still buying properties to overall build out their investment portfolio even further. And right now they have over 111 million square footage of space with overall a 98.1% occupancy across all of their warehouses across the entire United States. So they're pretty much covered. I think this is great for the long term. E-commerce, or that whole industry, isn't slowing down anytime soon. We pretty much buy buy everything online. And of course, when you're buying everything online, you need a place for all this stuff to be stored. And where else are you going to store it besides a warehouse? It's probably one of the best places to store all this stuff for these big name companies. So honestly, I think Stag Industrial is going to do well. They've definitely taken a beating over the past year. I think they're super discounted right now, but honestly, I think it might fall even further before it rises back up to the occasion. Right now, Stag is sitting around $34.71. Honestly, if you can get this under $30, or really under 25, where it's extremely undervalued at under $25, then you'll be golden. Now, I don't know if it'll ever drop that far. If it does, just be on the lookout. Make sure you put this on your watch list if you want to get it in that price point, or put a limit buy on it at that price point as well. You'd be all good to go with Stag Industrial. Right now, overall, I bought Stag around $41, so I'm averaging down my position now. It's an average of about $38, and I think it's 34. So like, yeah, I'm gonna keep buying it long term, but if you can get it under $30, that'd be even better. I wouldn't be surprised, depending on how this market goes over the next 6-7 months, if it dips to around a price point like that. And if it does, then great. Go ahead and pick some up. You were patient, you did your thing, and you're all good to go. Ride it out. And by then the dividend yield will probably be around 5%, which is amazing. So there you guys go. That is 3 different dividend stocks under $40 a share that I think you should definitely add to your watch list right now, because honestly, I think all 3 of them are a great deal right now. But we don't all have money to toss into the stocks all the time. This is a long-term game. Dividends is a long-term game. But regardless, I think you should take part in at least one of them. Do your research and find out which one works best for you. Maybe all 3 work. I think all 3 in my portfolio right now, and I plan to buy even more at the time. So that's all I really got for today's video. If you guys want to see more dividend videos, definitely let me know down in the comment section below. I'm working on some other stuff. I want to do more stock analysis, and I think someone else had recommended a dividend, my favorite monthly dividend, so I can make that. But you guys know Stag is probably going to be on that list. I do like Stag as a monthly dividend. Not the highest one, but definitely on that list. So be on the lookout for a video coming soon talking about that and other stuff as well. So like I said, that's all I really got. If you have any questions, let me know. Any recommendations, let me know. I got you covered. I'm out. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Stay positive. Dollar Mike. Peace.